Oh, Jano, baby. Yeah. I'm gonna assume Astrantia's ready here, but I'm not gonna jump anything. We are pretty much getting ready to go, and all I can see are Doritos in the chat. Quite cute. I'm not really sure why I'm not getting the movement on this overlay. You know, it's unfortunate, but they are ready. Alrighty. So we are going to be jumping in. So so many Doritos here. We will be jumping in the map here very shortly. Just waiting on the okay from Danny Defeato. I believe we are good to go. Oh man, super exciting. Very hyped for this match. I am personally predicting it's going to be 2-1. I think it'll be a close one. I think Astrantia is going to come out with the win just because of the confidence that they had last week. But then again, you got to factor in Danny DeFito having something to prove after dropping first game of the season. They're going to want to kind of get that back up. We should. Michelin Man is our team leader. Okay, so I'll be okay. Understood. Basic is in the know, and we are gonna jump into this map. Hopefully everything is all chilling. Hopefully everything is all good. If not, we will know very shortly. But yeah, here we go. We are traveling to Dorado, map 1. Alrighty, here we go. We are going to have Danny DeFito on the attack here. Actually, Astrantia, obviously being that home team, they are going to be on the defense. So we're going to see how they elect to do it. We still got 30 seconds till they select their heroes. But one main thing to point out is this main early choke point of Dorado right here underneath this bridge. We've seen multiple teams in pretty much all tiers, all leagues kind of get held at this choke for extended periods of time. It's really easy for the defensive team to use this geography out here to their advantage. I'm wondering how Astrantia is going to form a team in order to abuse that choke point, per se. Yeah, we will get some hero reveals here in a second. Looks like we're going to see a, oops, I accidentally locked onto somebody. That's unfortunate. But either way, in the offensive spawn here, I'm not sure if this is exactly what they're going to run yet, but we'll just have to see. I'm trying to lock off of this person, and I'm still playing with these camera settings. Doesn't seem like they do much. Oh my goodness, we are finally out of that camera setting. Time to talk about the defense here, and I'm still not off of the camera setting here. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. This is a great way to start it off, to have some poor camera work. We're just going to start off with Crazy Joe here on that Reinhardt. One thing I do want to talk about is the defense on the side of Astrantia. They're running the double DPS with the Ashe and the Reaper. Then you got the D.Va Rein to back it up, as well as the Lucio and Mercy there. Looks like they're just going to sit right up top, but already Aircy's going to find Venom Andrew right off the rip, but the Mercy is going to res him right back up, so it will still stay a 6v6 here. Let's see if we can go third person, see if we can actually jump out of this. I'm still locked onto somebody here. I really want to get locked off of him. I literally can't figure out how to get locked off of him. This is extremely embarrassing. Oh my goodness. We're gonna have to change something after this game, gamers. I sincerely apologize about the poor camera work. I don't know what happened here. I don't know why it's locked onto this guy. Either way, it's locked on him for a reason. Crazy Joe already going to work up his shatter there right off the first fight. Completely smacked Danny DeFito, finding all the frags they need to get that done. And that's going to give me more than enough time to fidget with my camera work here. Come on, please let me just stray away from some people. This is kind of awful. Look at that. You can see they're just locked up on there. Oh my goodness. This is not exactly what we want off the rip, but what you're going to see is actually just in time, Venom Andrew on that flank going to find Fable. That early pick's going to open it up for the rest of his team to push through. Schmeat going in with that Dragon Blade, finds quite a few there. And I cannot get out of this camera setting for the life of me. Still locked onto the Reinhardt. Can I just get off of him, please? Oh my goodness. Alright, we got Fabled here on that Ashe. Gonna try to get some early shots in. Find Shmi with a body shot, but that's not going to be enough to get that final blow. You're going to see ult advantage still in favor of Danny Defeato, and that early pick by Venom Andrew is going to be huge for him. That might get traded out though, as Fable gets some shots with backlines. Look at that shatter coming down. It's gonna find 3. Everybody pretty much stunned from that side. Looks like the rest of Danny Defeato is going to try to push up there, and Astrantia is going to be forced back a little bit. But they still have one more fight on this choke, and they're going to have a Bob to do it with. TG Diet in the meantime is going to find Schmidt. That's a huge early pick for them, but the Mercy Res from Burr is going to deny it, and a Sound Mirror and a grab being popped. Look at that going out. Venom Andrew on the side, going to be able to just escape with his life, but his other two teammates, the Zarya and the Mercy, not so lucky. Rest of the kills fall in place for Astrantia. That's going to pretty much do it on this fight here. That headshot is going to seal the deal. 4 minutes left, though, for Danny Defeato to build up some ultimates, get this fight rolling. And some more time for me to try to figure out this camera, which I still cannot do. There we go. What if we do something like that? Nope, it is still locked onto the Reinhardt. Oh, dear. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at Venom Andrew on the side. Gonna find the Reaper. Can he get the kill? Doesn't look like he's gonna be able to go. Gets down really low. Will the Reaper chase him? TG Die Bob gonna try to hunt him down in that backlines. Venom does escape, but Bob actually finds a new target, and that's gonna be on the main payload here. Bob's gonna find Schmidt. Venom Andrew actually gonna get taken out by Airseas up top. Not quite. The Sound Mirror actually saves him, but that shatter coming out from Hopkin is gonna help his team follow up. Babel's gonna find another frag. Make that 2 frags for him. Looks like for now, Danny Defeato is going to be backing up. Astrantia going to have this offensive hold here. 2:45 left on the clock, and they're still building up some ults. Venus is going to have the Valkyrie for the upcoming fight. Nothing else coming up as of yet, but you got a couple there. You see, half their team is at 70 to 80% ult charge. You see the D.Va also already going to get their self-destruct here in a second. Ult advantage again for Astrantia. Venom Andrew going to try to do some work up top. Doesn't quite work out for him, though. He's going to be forced to back down right away by the presence of that Reaper. Here we go. The bomb might come out. Acris could be his time to get a full team wipe here. Here we go. Genji up top. Schmidt going to try to do some stuff here. I'm not trying to stay on him too long here. Venom Andrew actually going to get isolated by the D.Va. There we go. Great plays by him. Acris getting it done, but Crazy Joe with a shatter that might be able to turn the tide of this fight. But there's a bomb, and there's going to be a Death Blossom. But it's actually going to get shut down by OG Burrito. And I think I figured it out. Basic did it. He got the camera off of the Reinhardt. I don't know what I did. I don't know how I did it. But we are back in business, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what I was doing wrong. And I think I just screwed it up again. Oh, I did not. Okay, fantastic news. Here we go. We can finally get some third person. Finally evaluate some of these fights. I apologize deeply for that poor camera work. But here we go. Back into it. A couple guys up top here for Astrantia. You got Fabled and you got Acris. Fight going down on payload. Ryan's trading some fire strikes. An early Valk being popped, but look at that. Shadow comes down, and Hopkins not so lucky. Not going to be able to escape there. Reaper's still trying to do some work, though. Acris trades it off onto Venom, finding that pick yet again, but here's a grab to try to counter that. A grab and a Dragon Blade combo. Here we go, and a D.Va Bomb coming down from the side. Schmidt finding a couple with that Dragon Blade. Here we go. Brawl moving over to the cart. Looks like it's one for Danny Defeato, but do they have enough people there to be able to push it all the way to the checkpoint? I'm not sure if Astrantia is going to go for the recontest. Let's see if Hopkins is going to try to move up here. Looks like they're going to this left side, but I don't think they have the people to get it done. You got a little skirmish going on the left side, but after Venus goes down, that's pretty much going to seal the deal. Finally, Danny Defeato is going to get it done, and they're going to find a pick onto Acris. Hopkins trying to escape with his life. Here we go. They're backing out. Not so lucky getting caught by that Crazy Joe fire strike. Luckily the Mercy's there to res it up, but man, the stagger kills. Danny Defeato going ruthlessly aggressive right now. A little bit of lag, I apologize. Schmidt up top on that Genji trying to get some poke fire in, and they're just not letting Astrantia get grouped up. The aggressive plays from Danny Defeato is really working out for him right now. And I'm pretty sure I just got the camera locked back onto the Reinhardt. Not really sure how I did that, but I want to get it off now. Looks like the game isn't going to let me do that, and I've made the same mistake twice. But as that happens, 3 frags, including the double kill for Schmidt on that Dragon. Is going to come down. We got it right from his perspective. The rest of the others in the corner actually going to dash out at the worst time. 1:16 left on the clock. They finally get it done. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry about that camera work for pretty much the entirety of that round. But you got the gist of it. Danny Defeato going extremely aggressive. Once they got those fights that they won, they did not ease off the gas. They were super aggressive, chasing people all the way down to nearly their spawns. Astrantia couldn't escape despite the mobility of their comp. It was just well done by them. They were able to build ults because of those stagger kills. And yeah, that's going to be a tough time to beat for Astrantia. I'm excited to see what strat they will elect to run there. And we are still just seeing a ton of Doritos to help Danny Defeato. The chat is just full of this spam this Dorado to help Danny Defeato. I mean, it seems like it's worked so far. Hopefully it can help him on this defensive side as well. Got a couple pings on the Discord. Let's check this out real quick. I'm not seeing these. Unfortunate. There we go. Unable to switch heroes? Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. Error on my... We'll be right back. I apologize, everybody. Error on Basic's fault. I'm not surprised. Hey guys, it's Basic here. Welcome back to the CGL multi-tier tournament. We're Diamond Week 2, and we're just going to forget that even happened, because what we have decided, Danny Defeato's not super happy with us, with me, with the whole thing right now, and we apologize to them. But what we have decided on, we're sticking to the rules. We're going to do a full map reset. We're going to replay the map. Danny Defeato is going to attack again. Astrantia is going to defend again. And we're just going to play it as if, we're gonna play it as if there was no match. What was I saying? Yeah, we're gonna play it. We're gonna replay it. Basically, we're gonna pretend like this is the start of the match. Sorry, we just gotta handle a couple more things real quick. Alrighty. We are about to get back into it here. Crippling a key point of the entire game means the game should be thrown out. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of how this rule is being based off of, how this decision is being made. Oh, we got a little bit of passive aggressiveness and sarcasm going on in the chat. That's unfortunate. Luckily, your boy's been able to stay out of it. Sadly, I was the one who caused it, and so again, everybody I affected with this, I sincerely apologize. This is not what I wanted to do first map around. But we are getting back getting started here. Gotta make sure everybody's on the same page. Sorry, I'm on Discord real quick. Alright. We're starting back up here in a couple seconds. And I sincerely apologize, again, like I said, to everybody I just screwed over by putting on the wrong rule set. Alright, sorry for that silence. Here we go. We are jumping back into it. Danny Defeato gonna be on that offense here. We're gonna unpause it now. Danny Defeato clearly outraged at this decision. But I mean, an offensive team that can't counter what you're running, or a defense that can't counter what you're running, it's kind of tough, you know. But either way, we're just going to pretend like that didn't happen. And I hate to say it like that, but that's just what we're going to have to do. Either way, we got a double sniper defense coming out from Astrantia here. We got Fabled on that Widowmaker and Bob on that Hanzo. And then on the offense, we got a completely different comp this time coming out from Danny Defeato. We got Schmidt on that Pharaoh with a Mercy Pocket from Burr. And then we have Venom Andrew on that Hanzo. And now as we approach this choke, we see some Rhines trading some Fire Strikes. Looks like Astrantia is just going to back down low. And here we go. We got a fight going on this choke point that we highlighted earlier. Crazy Joe just going in like he did last time. Fire Strikes being thrown out from both sides. There we go, coming in. Contested payload, but Fable is going to find Venom Andrew right off the rip. And this might be the chance for Astrantia to get a little bit aggressive, but that might not be the case as Danny Defeato actually goes aggressive. Major is going to trade out onto Aliton, but it's going to get rezzed up thanks to Venus on that Mercy. Schmied going to find TG Diet Bob, though. Fabled's going to find another in the corner as that Widowmaker doing a ton of work here. Jump on with Fabled. I do not know why I locked on like that. Again, I cannot figure this whole thing out. I can't toggle the first person either. There we go. Finally got that Mercy. Ermengarde going to go down there. On the right side, he is going to spot the Widowmaker. Looks like we got just a little bit of a retreat coming out from Danny Defeato. They are going to get grouped up here in a second. Can he catch him? Doesn't look like Fabled is going to catch them there. We're going to kind of jump out on this. And yes, we are spectating back on that Widowmaker. I'm not really sure how that happened. If I press right bumper, I should jump over to somebody else, correct? No, I still can't figure out I can't figure out any settings here, and I'm so sorry about this. Either way, we're just going to jump back into it. Venom Andrew on that high ground, going to try to do some work, but as that happens, Bob's going to find OG Burrito. Look at that flank, TG Diet Bob. Going to find two on that Hanzo. Going to jump on him. He's already built up his Dragon Strike here. Genji over the top. Going to start taking him down. Airsy's going to find him. Dragon Strike's actually going to come out. Going to separate that Rhino over there. Crazy Joe completely isolated from his team, but there's a Zarya in the back. Major's X Nova is going to take him down. Or jump on with Fabled here. Actually, let's see if we can catch some stuff from Venom Andrew's perspective as he's going on the flank here. Gonna see Danny Defeato gonna go on this nice flank route, but as that happens, Hopkins gets a huge shatter. He finds two already. Fabled with some sound barrier help is actually gonna get found by Venom Andrew. What a great shot from him. Now still in the backlines is this Widowmaker trying to find Venus, but it's not gonna work. TG Diet Bob gonna take him down. Well, let's go on with TG Diet Bob here. Actually, Grav gonna come out from Major Nova, and Schmied gonna go, but he's gonna get taken down by Fabled. What a great play by the Widow. Gonna actually find two is Fabled and build up his Infrasights there. Major Nova gonna take out Aliton though. Venom Andrew gonna trade it out though, return the favor onto TG Diet Bob. Here we go, fight going out on the cart. Looks like Danny Defeato is gonna start getting a little bit aggressive here. Sound barrier being popped. Here comes the aggression from Danny Defeato. They already find a couple. Nova finding Hopkins now. Got a brawl going out on the card here. I can't squeeze over the top of that self-destruct. Is not going to find anything. Venom Andrew winning the Widow 1v1. And Schmied also going to find Venus. Maybe a shatter coming down. It might not be necessary as a couple more kills get picked up. And never mind, he does go for the shatter. Finds the Lucio and the Diva Aliton. And Airsy's not going to get super lucky there. Major Nova going to get that final nail in the coffin. Fable wins the Widow duel, but it's not going to change the checkpoint there. And let's see if I can figure out how to get this camera off. Looks like no such luck right now. It's a nice third-person action, but I really can't get this camera off. It's awful. Yeah, I'm not trying to get somebody as they're walking out of spawn here. We're going to try to go to the main fight here. Speaking of the main fight, Venom Andrew on that high ground might be able to find that Widow. Can he get that kill? Already tags up Fabled. Also shooting a shot across, though. TG Dive Bob right on this Widowmaker. Venom trying to escape with his life, and a Genji comes to his support. Schmied going up there trying to deal with that Hanzo. Here we go. We got a fight breaking out on the card here. See if we can get on with Crazy Joe. Maybe not. Here we go. Fabled in the top on that Widowmaker. Might possibly take out that Mercy. Oh my god, just able to get out of there. Infrasight's going to be popped though. Blade getting popped also from Schmied. Gonna find Fabled. Now TG Die, one of the last guys on cart for his team. Gonna try to take out Nova. Doesn't quite get it. The OG Burrito is going to take him down there. And we got a Reinhardt in spawn, and unfortunately, that's the guy we're locked onto for whatever reason. So we're just going to go with Venom, and what a great shot there on Fabled. Going to be able to take out that Tracer who's trying to flank. 3 minutes still on the clock for these guys. They look just as they did on that replayed map. Pretty much the exact same team coming after it. Schmied on that Genji doing a ton of work. Major going to get a huge stagger onto Icarus. TG Diet Bob, though, going to find Major's Nova. And he's going to get rezzed back up. Now we got a full squad. Danny Defeato going to go aggressive on the payload push here. A little bit of a skirmish going out before we get everything going. We got double main tanks from Astrantia here. Venom Andrew might be getting taken out on that high ground there. Doesn't look like He's going to lose his life, but here we go. Shatter coming out, actually, but it gets traded with a grab. Look at this going out. Kills going both directions, but it looks like Red is the favorite in the kill feed. Danny Defeato getting the team wipe there for the most part. One on card, that will be Crazy Joe, and here we go. He's got his Shatter. Let's see if he can use it. This is going to be big. This could be the game changer, but it will be tough for him to get that Shatter past a double main tank, the Winston, and the Ryan, but he does it perfectly right underneath the payload. A Ryan Clinic right there. Great Shatter from him. The rest of the cleanup kills come through, and a Sound Barrier to support. Fabled last one in the back there. Not much gonna be done, and they do better than the last time. Round 1 complete. Danny Defeato gonna roll through Astrantia on that first point. Oh man, very impressive stuff from Danny Defeato, especially at the end there. That Shatter was incredible from Crazy Joe there. But either way, we'll see how Astrantia decides to come back from this. You know, they got to get a decent time bank, obviously. 147 for Danny Defeato. That is nothing to laugh at. That is a fantastic job by them. They struggled on that first portion a little bit on that choke. Lost a couple team fights, but built up some ultimates. Got it done. Killed that Widow who's given them so many problems. And, yeah, let's see. Excited to see what they what they elect to use for the attack here. Looks like they're going to be running. I'm not sure if this is concrete. Remember, they are the offensive team. They are in their spawn room. That's going to be a Reaper Tracer. We might not see that in total, but what we want to focus on here is the defense. Venom Andrew on that Junkrat, Schmidt on that Ash. Irma Gerd Bird going to be taking the Mercy, that main support role. OG Burrito on the Lucio. Crazy Joe and Major Nova taking that tank duo yet again, proving pretty dominant in that last map. We'll see how they do on this one here. And in spawn here, I don't see any changes from Astrantia, so it looks like they are just going to run this. Fabled on that Tracer, doing a decent job last round, but not enough to change the overall effect of it. Venus on that Mercy yet again. Here we go. We got Hopkins. Hopkins going to be on that Reinhardt. Oh, we're actually going to see a Bastion comp. What is known as the Pirate Ship comp. TG Diet Bob might go onto that payload there and start ripping fire onto the main tank from the choke point. There he is. Here's Bob going up onto this choke here. Just going to hop onto the payload, go into tank mode, and now he's just going to be able to lay in some fire. Schmidt's only going to be able to peek for a little bit of time. Junkrat over the top as well. Venom Andrew trying to get some shots in. Nothing killed as of yet, but here we go into this main choke. This is going to be huge for Bob in that corner. Going to try to get some shots in. Hopkins actually going to get trapped. Fire Strike's getting traded back and forth. Crazy Joe goes somewhat aggressive, gets the Zarya bubble to do so. Fire Strike's going out yet again. Here we go. We got Bastion still set up in the corner. TG dive up. Not addressed by Venom Andrew. What a great job by him. Just jumps in. Throws his concussion blast right on Bob, but it does get rezzed out by Venus. But when that happens, Fabled getting caught by Schmidt. And now we're going to see a little bit of a retreat coming out from Astrantia. Fire Strike is going to come out. Crazy Joe almost going to have his Earth Shatter. Irma Gerd Burr is going to have the Valkyrie as well for this next fight. Ult advantage is most undoubtedly in the favor of Danny Defeato here. We might see Crazy Joe use that Shatter aggressively. We saw how big of an impact it had this last attack for him. Looks like Valk's going to be popped early from Venus, and it's actually going to be matched on the other side. Burr. Now we got a choke coming through here, and look at that. Shatter comes out, doesn't quite find anything, but Bob is currently slept, and the Shatter gets interrupted. Hopkins not going to be able to put his hammer to the ground as Venom Andrew finds him. And I accidentally locked back onto Crazy Joe. How did I manage to do that? Maybe I didn't. Let's go. There we go. We figured it out. But either way, ult advantage in favor of Astrantia now this time. They have that Graviton Surge from Acris, and Alidin is going to have the Nano Boost to possibly pair with it, and Fabled with the Pulse Bomb. We might see them use all three of those in this fight, maybe only two. It's really going to depend on how many the Zari can get in the grab here. Here we go. We got some aggression coming out from Danny Defeato, but it looks like they don't commit. Schmidt finds Diet Bob right off the rip. Huge pick for them early. Schmidt finds another on the side. He's going crazy here. Schmidt going sicko mode onto Astrantia. Major Nova is going to go super aggressive. The rest of Danny Defeato is going to follow it up. They're going completely ruthless here. Bob is going to find OG Burrito, but the rest of the kills that Danny Defeato is finding is going to counteract that. Can Schmidt make it out with his life? He does have the tank and the Mercy to help him make it out there. There we go. Now let's see what Fabled on the Widowmaker can do to kind of change the tide here. A minute 11 left for them on this attack. They still have that Graviton Surge to work with. Again, also that Nano Boost and a Dragon Strike. But that's going to be matched by the Graviton and the Sound Barrier from the other side. You're also going to see an Earth Shatter coming up and a Mercy Valkyrie from Ermgerd. But here we go. We got Valk and we got a Dragon Strike and a Grab and a Shatter coming down. But it looks like Venom Andrew's going to be the first one to find a frag. But as I say that, a couple kills in favor of Astrantia. But then again, the aggressiveness from Danny Defeato. They are going to find the rest of Astrantia. Fabled actually going to find Shamit right off the bat here. A tire from Venom Andrew might be exactly what this team needs, though, to get this done. He is coming back from that respawn, maybe just playing on the side there. But yeah, he's just going to go for this flank shatter. Look at this. 19 seconds, fire in the hole. Here comes the Rip Tire, and you're not going to want to be Fabled. He actually doesn't elect to go for the blow up there. He's taking his time, and it works out for him. Venom Andrew going to find two with it. Both the tanks for Astrantia. It's going to be tough to push the payload there. A res might save it a little bit. Hopkins going to come back up in the fight. Here we go. Venom Andrew still doing his thing on that Junkrat, on the payload, gonna find a Linden with the trap, and it looks like, despite the replay, it is not gonna matter. Danny Defeato looking strong, just a couple more kills. It looks like they have it, and there you go, overtime winding down, and Danny Defeato is going to take Dorado after nearly an hour of playing. Quite an exciting one there, I think. Yeah, one of the main guys to look out for from Danny Defeato was Crazy Joe on that Reinhardt. You can see him on the play of the game here. Fantastically done by him. I see those medals coming through. And there we go, map 1 in the books. We're going to be taking that one. And if you are just joining us, you missed a thriller. You really did. Danny Defeato gonna beat Astrantia on Dorado, pretty much showing somewhat dominance there. We're going to be jumping to this next map, though. It's going to be Oasis. Control point. Very exciting stuff. Got to change a couple settings around. Got to ask some captains some fancy things. Oasis. There we go. Open up the Discord real quick. Oh my goodness, couple things we gotta figure out here. I apologize, everybody. Wi-Fi being a little bit slow here. Swap the Venus for them. Alrighty. I wish we had somebody here who could be talking about the comps a little bit more. Sorry about this. I gotta focus on that a little bit. And look at that. We're gonna have a little overlay malfunction. So we're just gonna take you to this for now. We will be right back. This will only be about 30 seconds. I apologize, but here we go. Alrighty, we should be ready to jump into this next map here. It's going to be Oasis. Both teams going to be attacking. And we got another conflict coming up in the in-match chat about some spectator thing. This one is actually not my thing. This one, luckily, is not my fault. I actually won't keep you informed of this. You know what? You guys don't need to know about this. Let me talk about Oasis. Let me talk about the next map that is coming up here. We saw Danny Defeato. They really proved their strength in that Ryan Zarya comp, you know. Showing off just excellent aggressiveness. They know when to engage. They know when to back off. I think that was one of the key reasons as to why they were able to do so well on that Dorado map. That is correct. Alright, looks like... Sorry about that. Gotta take a little pause. Alrighty. Looks like the overlays died yet again. That is fantastic news. So we're just going to do a double transition. Swoop-de-doop. We are back on it. Alright, looks like both teams are ready to go, though, so that's really not going to matter. We are going to be entering Oasis here in a second. I'm excited to see what comps these teams run. I think it will depend on the sub-map that we're going to get with it.
Welcome to Oasis.
Jumping into Oasis here shortly. First map we are going to get, I believe, is Gardens. Actually, we haven't that. Nope, it will be Library. University. My apologies. Alrighty, here we go. Obviously, you're going to see that defensive sign on there. That's actually just both teams are attacking. Obviously, you know control point. For those of you unfamiliar, two teams clash in the middle of the map to hold control of a central area, somewhat like hardpoint in your other game, any other game you might play. But yeah, super exciting. Both teams are. I expect to see some different comps from both sides. I expect a Ryan Zarya coming out from Danny Defeato, and I think Astrantia will like to run maybe a dive, but we'll see in just 1 second here. Looks like I'm completely incorrect. We're going to see Goats from the side of Astrantia, that triple tank, triple support combo. And then from Danny Defeato, we're going to see a classic 2-2-2 setup, similar to what they were running on their offense that worked so well on Dorado. And look at them just dancing in spawn, I guess. Either way, yeah, you're going to see Venom Andrew on that McCree, Schmidt on the Pharah, Crazy Joe, and X Nova on that Rhine and that Zarya, respectively. But here we go, going to be jumping out here, attacking in 30 seconds. That control point is going to be unlocked. We'll see how Danny Defeato elects to take on this Goats comp being thrown at them. Looks like they're just going to jump on right on point here. Astrantia just going super aggressive with it. It's gone with Anila as the Brig. Already a pick onto Venom Andrew by Acris. Ryan might get booped in, not quite. Schmidt gonna find Fabled though. Here we go. Fight's still breaking out. Ryan actually gonna try to pin from the side. Crazy Joe trying to go aggressive onto Astrantia, but a bubble gonna come out from X Nova to save his life, and now the aggressiveness comes through. Anila finds Crazy Joe, but as that happens, the point flips over to Danny Defeato, and a res comes out pretty convincingly in Danny Defeato's favor here. Acris gonna find Schmidt, but gonna get traded out by X Nova. And you can see this aggressive hold that Danny Defeato are going for behind the Rhine. It looks like they are actually gonna bail out now. Crazy Joe going pretty much crazy, actually going super aggressive on that Reinhardt in this match. Gonna already have his Earth Shatter, which is quite crazy. So we can go on with him real quick. There we go, we are on with Crazy Joe. He might use this Shatter pretty aggressively. Earth Shatter coming through here in a second. He's going to have that Zarya bubble. Doesn't go in with it yet. Fire Strike's being traded back and forth. D.Va jumps right onto point, actually. Diet Bob not going to get caught. Barrage comes down from Schmidt. Going to find Anila, but get traded out by Fable. And looks like aggressiveness still coming through. Venom Andrew finding 3 on that Reaper, going crazy. And 50% and counting for Danny Defeato. Look at the hiding. Oh, the Reaper actually going to get caught. TG Diabop is going to see Venom sitting in the corner there, and this is their chance to go aggressive, and you're going to see they're going to walk in with a Linton speed boost. He might even use the sound barrier too. There's a Valk getting popped from Ermagerd Burr. Shatter going to come down from both sides of the sound barrier to counter. It looks like Astrantia has the clear advantage in this fight. Actually stunning down the Shatter. Here we go. Hopkins going aggressive with that Reinhardt pin, but a grab comes out to try to stop it. A Coalescence and a Death Blossom gets hooked out of it. Venom Andrew going to get caught by Acris. Zarya trying to escape. Nova trying to make it out with his life. Hopkins trying to chase him down. Finally, that fight win is going to go to Astrantia. They are going to flip the point. Diet Bob going to put the nail in the coffin by finding Nova there. %, and counting. It looks like we got ultimate advantage for Danny Defeato. They have that barrage to work with. See how they elect to use it here. On with Schmidt. Here comes a Dragon Strike, though, kind of splitting the team in half. TJ Diabomb actually going to find Crazy Joe with it, but I think Schmidt still might want to go in with this barrage. Astrantia holding a super aggressive position up here, trying to deny that Mercy Res. Doesn't work out for him. Burr going to be able to sneak in. Well done to get Crazy Joe back in the fight, but as that happens, Venom Andrew getting taken down. Fabled on the side. Finding 2 already behind him, actually, on that flank. Completely uncontested. He will find Schmidt as well, and he might make it out of there. Fabled pretty much escapes with his life too, builds up his Deadeye, and he's actually just going to go for it. Doesn't quite get over that Reinhardt shield, so it is going to be pretty much wasted. But 55% and counting. Astrantia looking really strong here. They've got a Coalescence from Ionilla to hopefully hold that. But also you got to look out on that other side. Danny Defeato having 3 ults, possibly pretty much all 6 by the time this fight starts if the skirmish goes well enough for him. Main one I want to point out here is Schmidt on the Pharah. Yes, he is going to come in with the barrage. He's going to get the bubble to help him out, but it's not going to work. Fabled on the side, going to take him down. Here we go. TG Dive on the side, trying to do some work for his team. Back up Fabled on that DPS. Graviton Surge going to come out. It's going to be comboed with pretty much everything. Look at this. Pretty much all ults being popped from Danny Defeato, and it's going to work for him. 83%, and they're going to flip it over to start making their own progress, and they're going to try a really aggressive hold here. 90% and counting now for the squad. I don't know if anybody from Astrantia can even touch. We're going to see Roadhog going on the side. Yes, it looks like they will be able to touch. This is going to be the final fight, but with TG Diabop down early, that's not going to help. In the back, Mortar's going to pop that Coalescence. We got a main brawl going on in front, but already some people getting dropped. The main support and the main tank, but a couple kills get traded out. Diabob and Agra is going to find him, but Venom Andrew in the back doing a ton of work, throwing his Dragon Strike out as well. Huge 3K for him at the end of the map. Danny Defeato going to take the lead on Oasis 1-0. Or going into the second point of Oasis. I'll see what switches we are going to have come through here. So far, I haven't really seen much. We have Diva from Acris now. Got to set a couple things up, I apologize. But we got the attack starting up in 10 seconds here. 3 seconds, and we will have a start here. We're going to go out with Danny Defeato. They're running pretty much the same comp, except Schmidt off of that Pharah now going to go on to the Genji. Control point unlocking in 20 seconds here. And one thing I want to point out is Fabled versus Venom Andrew on that McCree 1v1. I see him right now using the fan, the hammer. He's actually going to go around the side here. Might be able to find Diabob. Doesn't look like he's going to pull it off, though. Getting a couple guys low. He's just left triggering him hard there. But Hopkins is going to be the one to find the first pick onto Crazy Joe. Here comes the aggressiveness coming out from Astrantia. But that's going to actually not work out too well for him. The stun comes out. Rez comes out on the Reinhardt. Fight going both ways right now. Fabled is going to win that 1v1. Still a skirmish going out on the point here. Looks like Astrantia does have the strength in numbers. Maybe not. It's a 4v4. Fabled. Major Nova gonna find a win, but here's a Dragon Blade coming out for Schmidt to try to change those numbers. McCree on the side. Can Fabled make it away with his life? He does. Diva Aerxes comes to his rescue, but Major Nova says no thanks to that Diva and the McCree. It looks like those 2 kills alone are going to be enough for Danny Defeato to get back on the point and start making some progress here. Gotta go on with Fabled. He does have this Deadeye. Actually, he's not quite in the choke yet, so he might not be getting anything done. But look at those double precision taps from him. Greatly done, but we're going to try to see if we can go on with Venom Andrew here. Working up a Deadeye of his own on Danny Defeato's side. But, I mean, you see ult advantage not really for either side as everybody's kind of approaching their own. Schmidt really the only one to use his ult, that Dragon Blade in that last fight. And you saw how powerful that was in that last fight. 30% here. Might be a stun over the shield. Yep, you're going to see the stun over shield with the shatter, but the shatter's a little bit late. Sound Barrier also getting popped, but tries to pin up, gets booped out of the way. Great boop by OG Burrito. Schmidt going to find Fabled right off the rip there of the fight. Self-destruct being thrown and a shatter. Ult's going everywhere in this fight, but there's a Dragon Strike in the middle. Venom Andrew barely escaping with his life. Here we go. We got Astrantia trying to get aggressive now. They got 4 on this main choke. Burr is going to res up OG Burrito, and it looks like they will still have the strength and numbers, especially as Schmidt finds Aerxes. Venom Andrew with an early pick onto Fabled yet again, and we're going to see ult advantage still on the side for Danny Defeato. They got the McCree Deadeye, rather. They got Lucio's Soundbearer and Zarya's Graviton Surge, and you're going to see Venom. Look at this. He's sitting in this side room. He's got his Deadeye, but it looks like he's seeing TG Diabob. The hiding strat is not going to work out again. Now we got Fabled kind of doing some work behind here. That early pick is going to be a lot for him, but there's a Zarya grab paired with a Dragon Blade. Here we go. We got a brawl going out in the middle here. Schmidt in the back, though, with that Dragon Blade. He's trying to get some stuff done. Doesn't quite find anything as of yet, but 93%, and a Sound Barrier comes down from OG Burrito. Contestion coming out from Astrantia. They have to get on the point now. They have to have somebody fighting. They don't have a lot of ults to get these kills. And with Crazy Joe throwing the Shatter down, you know there's going to be kills to follow that up. Hopkins gonna drop as well as the Zarya. Major Nova getting a couple frags there. It's looking pretty bleak here for Astrantia. Major Nova going to get pinned, rather. Schmidt going to find him, though. All frags for them. Schmidt with a nice little triple kill at the end. Overtime winding down. That's going to do it for map 2. Looks like Danny Defeato is going to get the win on that one. I mean, one thing I want to point out is just the sheer strength of the DPS squad from the side of Danny Defeato. I mean, you saw Venom Andrew doing some decent stuff on the Hanzo, to say the least, you know. Especially this Dragon Strike combo. This pretty much turned the tide of that match. You know, this fight kind of decided it. Danny Defeato knew this fact, so they threw all their ults in the fight, and that is interesting right there. But either way, yeah, that's going to be Oasis. Danny Defeato going to be stretching their lead to 2-0. The record actually isn't 1-0, rather. I apologize. They're currently 0. I kind of need to alter that. My mistake. But they will now, after that win, be 1-1. And I've got to go set some stuff up. I believe I need to swap. Why do I have like so many notifications? We're gonna bring up the Be Right Back. I will be right back here shortly. And yeah, we'll bring you the rest of the action. Alrighty, we are back. Welcome back to the CGL multi-tier tournament. We got Diamond Week 2. Danny Defeato already claiming the win here, but we will still play this map 3, and you should stay because I think it will be a close one. Everything is good on both sides. I got the okay from the captain, so we're just going to jump right into it here. Very exciting. Astrantia now going to be on your right side, and Danny Defeato going to be on the left side.
Now entering the temple of Anubis.
So here we go, jumping into temple here shortly.
Initiating match.
Alrighty. So yes, Danny Defeato showing pretty much complete dominance throughout this series. You know, playing that Dorado pretty strong, doing just great stuff, especially their tank line. Tank line was the key highlight of that first map. And then that second map, Oasis, you saw the DPS really pop off. Schmid doing a ton of work. Venom Andrew as well. Despite getting caught a couple times. Or catching the other, my bad.
Ready for battle.
Alrighty. Ready to battle here. And examining the team comps, I am kind of interested to see what we got coming out from the red side here, Astrantia. We're going to see a somewhat of a dive without the dive tanks. You know, you got the Lucio and the Mercy for that high mobility, Fabled on that Tracer as well. TG Diabob going to be playing that Hanzo, going for some early picks. I assume they predicted that Venom Andrew will be on that Widow, possibly. Fabled, obviously going to be on that Tracer. But the tank line, Hopkin and Aekris, Ryan Zarya, popular duo that we've seen time and time again. See if that can be enough to overpower the other tank duo that we see on the other side, Jif and Major Nova. Here we go, offensive side running out with a little bit of frame rate lag there. I apologize, but they're just going to go right through the stroke. They're going to run around to this left side. Now let's see how Danny Defeato elects to deal with this. They're sitting in this room. They're waiting for them to switch over the side. Are they going to cut back over? I'm not sure what they're waiting for here. They are, actually. There's a little bit of a bait. Now they're going to go right on the point. Look at this play coming out from Astrantia. We got a brawl going on up top. Venom Andrew on that high ground on that Widow. Going to try to take out TG Bob. Couple kills going off. Ryan getting dropped, but Zarya from the other squad getting dropped at the same time. TG Bob trying to do what he can on that Hanzo, down on point, and it works. He's going to find Jif. Schmid also going to go down. Pretty much all frags in favor of Astrantia on that offense. They're going to get the wins there. Venom Andrew, the only one able to make it out with his life. I'm pretty sure Astrantia know that the Widow's over here. Oh, yeah, it looks like Hopkins just heard it. But either way, we're going to see some aggressive pushing coming out from Astrantia. They got 7 minutes on the time bank and a little bit of an ult advantage here. No ults yet, but they are a little bit closer in that department. We're going to see Fabled flank on this right side. Venom Andrew already going to find a shot. Might get taken down. Not quite, though. Fabled not quite finding the frag, but now does. Genji behind him, but he is going to be able to make it out there. Schmid almost catching him off guard. Still that fight going out between Schmid and Fabled. We got another brawl going out on point, though. Double Ryan's going back and forth. Who's going to be more aggressive? And the Shatter's going to come down. It's going to find Hopkins and a Blade to back it up. Fabled finds OG Burrito, but that's probably not going to be enough. Danny Defeato finds a couple frags already. Schmid in the back with that Dragon Blade, but looks like the Dragon Strike comes out. And there's still an investment made from Astrantia. They don't have a lot of guys, but they are going to make some progress. But now Nova steps on point and finds TG Diabob, and he finds Fabled. Looks like Zarya Aekris is going to be next, is going to drop to Schmid. 6 minutes is where the time will be right now. Danny Defeato going to hold strong so far. Fire Strike's being traded a little bit there. That's actually a reflect from Schmid, gonna actually come through there, but look at Astrantia, gonna take this right side here. Tracer on that flank, though, Fabled, trying to get some stuff done. Fabled trying to deal with that Mei. Looks like Venom kind of getting caught behind him. What is he gonna do to make it out? He doesn't quite make it out. Aekris gonna find him on that Zarya, and Diabob's gonna find OG Burrito. And look at this flank coming out from Fabled, but he gets found out by Schmid. And a grab being popped now. And we're still locked onto Fabled because that thing is dumb. And a Dragon Strike being paired with this Graviton Surge. Already going to find one in a res coming out. Astrantia have the people to get this cap done, and they find Venom. They just need to kill the stragglers on the point. That Ana was one of them, found by Dive Baba. Nanoed Lucio. Gonna get caught by the bow there. 5-player kill streak for him, but there's a blade trying to change it. Smeet trying to take this into his own hands. He's gonna be on Dive Bob, not gonna find him though. So trying to get some stuff done. Still not a tick for Astrantia yet. They're still at 0% on that timer. Mace sitting in the corner too. Venom Andrew doing a great contestation job here. Locked onto Fable, but looks like all frags going in favor of them. Team kill actually should seal the deal. I don't know if Schmeat can make it in time. He's going around the side. Tries to get a frag. Doesn't work out for him in round 1 complete. Astrantia going pretty strong here.
Score 0-2. Switches.
They have a ton of time in the bank here too. I'm excited to see how Danny Defeato come back at this. I mean, we've saw them pretty much dominating these last couple maps, so I want to know kind of what changed here. Looks a little bit different. Astrantia getting some stuff done, but I mean, that's the thing with 2CP. If you can build up enough ultimates, you can win that fight just by pressing Y or whatever your ultimate bind is, and that's kind of what Astrantia just did. Nothing against them. I mean, they comboed it perfectly, and they had the guys there. Diet Bob on that Hanzo doing some great work, getting a lot of frags. The contest from Danny Defeato was pretty good too. The problem was they weren't getting any picks. They weren't able to find any frags onto Astrantia to get them, to let them gain ground, and start contesting. But anyway, we're going to get comps revealed here in about 5 seconds. We're going to see how Astrantia decides to defend this. Looks like they're going to run a double sniper comp. You got Fabled on that Ashe, TG, Diet Bob on that Hanzo. Very exciting stuff. And I'm not sure if Schmeat is actually going to stay on that Somber, but if he does, this will be a very interesting fight, a little interesting matchup between Fabled on that Ashe and Schmeat on that Somber. Venom Andrew going to be taking that Reaper pick now. Very unique comp coming out from them for Temple of Anubis. I'm excited to see how they run with it. I imagine they're going to try to speed a specific side, make use of that OG Burrito Lucio, because they don't have too much long range. I assume Jif is going to step onto that Reinhardt possibly. Yes, there we go. So we're going to see that comp coming out. And I imagine Danny Defeato is going to come out swinging here. Here we go, walking right through the main push. They're going to take a little bit of poke from Diabob on that Hanzo. Schmeat already on that Summer going to the left side. He was not found out, which is great news for Danny Defeato. And they're just going to go to this right side here. They're probably going to jump onto point here in a second. Looks like they do, but as that happens, Diabob finds OG Burrito. That main support going down early. That is not what you want if you're Danny Defeato. Jif being isolated in the back lines there, but look, his support from his team. The rest of the guys back him up, and Jif's going to find a frag, but while that happens, Schmeat gets caught, and Jif loses his own life in his efforts. And a res is going to come out. Pretty much that push will kind of fizzle out there. Astrantia holds for now as they're able to isolate a couple guys from Danny Defeato. I think the main thing that turned that fight around was OG Burrito getting picked early by Diet Bob there. They're going to jump on with him real quick as he's going to try to get some poke shots out.
The dragon awakens. See through the dragon's lies.
Looks like Genji is going to jump on the top. There's Schmeat trying to get some stuff done. TJ Diebob still trying to get it going, though, charging that Dragon Strike up. Both snipers kind of isolated in the corner here. Major Nova's going to try to go after it. Schmeat's going to dash in. Big plays from him. Here we go. We got Hopkin on point now. Schmeat already finding Diebob. And already 4 guys on point. I don't know if his straight 2 can even step on. It looks like they don't have anybody who can touch. The pin finally comes on just in time. And as that happens, Fabled uses the Bob to find the Lucio, but Venom Andrew trades it out pretty much right away. Where's he at? I think he's on the high ground. Yes, he's on the high ground back here. Just getting some nice shots in while that team fight is going out. Mercy getting dropped pretty low. He does get caught. Great shots from Venom Andrew to kind of shut that down. 96.6%. But Diet Bob over the top on that Hanzo. He might be able to get it done here. But nobody steps on the point, so Schmeat, standing on it, is going to get the cap for his team after Cyclops destroyed. Find air, sees nobody was left to stay on the point. Now, 6 minutes for Danny Defeato to get this offensive push onto point B. They're going to have a Shatter. They are going to have a Graviton Surge and a Dragon Blade. And also a Rally if they're patient enough. And all you got on the side of Astrantia is a Dragon Strike, but I'm excited to see how he uses it. You're going to see Diebob just throw it right down on them right off the bat. Already finds one. He finds the main tank Jif, and everybody's going to be bailing out after that. Danny Defeato trying to make it out with their lives. Doesn't look like they're going to be too successful as OG Burrito gets caught. But now they're putting some pressure onto Diebob. He is going to have to back out, and he gets caught, but he is going to get rezzed back up by his Mercy. Schmeat getting dropped pretty low, but is going to make it out for now. Here we go, Venom Andrew with a chance to get some possible early picks that might turn into potential steamrolls for Danny Defeato. Still trying to get a couple little poke shots in. Nothing really gonna happen yet. But here we go. We got an offensive push coming out from Danny Defeato. They're gonna kind of play it on the side here. I'm excited to see what Schmidt decides to do with his Dragon Blade here. Venom Andrew already getting found early by Bob, though. Huge pick from him. Wrong with Schmidt. I assume the team's just gonna back out until they can get Venom Andrew back into a sideline where he can start doing some work. For now, it's just gonna be a little bit of poke damage. Great little reflect coming out from Schmidt. Look at all the ults we have for Danny Defeato. I assume they're going to pool them all into this fight. They know if they can get just one team wipe, it will translate into a point B cap. So I think that's what we're about to see here. Some form of Shatter, Dragon Strike, all this combo. Dragon Blade coming out, but he does get antied. He might get caught, but he already finds one. Hopkins getting dropped low. Bob getting popped, but it might not do too much. Already a couple frags in favor of Danny Defeato. They're going to find more with Schmidt still doing some work. But as that happens, Venom Andrew getting caught, but the rest of the frags still in favor of Danny Defeato. After that, Bob leaves. Schmidt gonna join back on the fight. Here we go. Fight still breaking out on point B, but I don't know if anybody from Astrantia can get on. After Schmidt finds two, it's gonna be tough. D.Va the only one there, and now the Honor's gonna try to join him. Both of them getting caught early, but there's a Valk getting popped by Olatin. Sunbear getting popped, and a Shatter coming down as well. All the ults from Danny Defeato. They're showing no mercy here. However, the Mercy herself is still contesting the point with a Winston to help her out. Rez on the backlines does get Diet Bob back up. Great plays by the Mercy. But still frags in favor of Danny Defeato. Cyclops Destroy going to find Alatin. DG Diet Bob kind of going to turn that trend around, though. And the bomb's going to find OG Burrito. Couple frags for Astrantia. Do they have people that can step on and do some work? There's a nano boost on that Winston. This could still be possible. He's still contesting. But while that happens, Venom Andrew doing a ton of work up top there. Graviton Surge getting popped. A couple more kills for Venom Andrew. Mercy last one can't touch. And Danny Defeato going to come back swinging. They're going to come back, show that they have something to prove. They're going to shut down Astrantia, use all their ultimates, cap the point. Two very exciting stuff. Pretty much equal time banks for the most part. Just a minute less. So we're going to see Danny Defeato actually going to be on that offense here. Here we go. We're about to see these comps being popped out. I don't know what I'm saying, but I do know that I see Fabled on that Tracer yet again. Going to try to get some revenge, do some more work. On the defense, though, this is a very interesting hold. You're going to see pretty much a traditional dive comp with TG Diet Bob on that Hanzo. So I'm excited to see how this is going to play out, because there's not much you have to peel for the Hanzo besides that D.Va. And I think we're going to see a little bit of aggressiveness from Astrantia. I think they're predicting that that Danny Defeato is going to go aggressive, jump right onto point. Obviously, you see Venom Andrew on that Torb. I assume that's not what we're going to be seeing. But look at this. Look at this interesting setup here from Astrantia. We got the two tanks sitting up top left. You got your Hanzo, who's top right. Tracer down low to kind of scout things out. And what's the role of the Lucio? That's the confusing portion. But either way, that's not going to mean too much. We actually are going to see this Torb. Venom Andrew going to be playing the Torbjorn, and they're going to try to work their way onto point here. Looks like a somewhat of a split push as the Winston drops down, but look at this. Danny Defeato just going to bring the fight right onto point. TG Dive Bob already going to find Cyclops, but look, already a tick for them. That might come back to bite Astrantia. They give up a free tick to Danny Defeato, and it might be more as Venom Andrew finds a frag before getting taken down. Res coming out from a Lidden is not contested. Frags for Astrantia. They should be holding for now. Yes, look at that. They get the rest of the kills that they need to get. So their guys picking it up. Fabled on that Tracer. He's going to charge that Pulse Bomb. We got ult advantage in favor of Astrantia. And they're going to see that Pharah switch. Venom Andrew going to jump on that Pharah. It's going to be a lot on TG Diet Bob and how he can counter Venom Andrew. If he can get a nice shot off, could be huge for his team, because that Pharah poke will be uncontested if not dealt with. And a Dragon Strike going to come right through the middle, right where Danny Defeato was going to set up. That Lucio gets somewhat isolated there. We're going to see a regular brawl going out kind of way before the point, actually. In this mid-choke here, she's going to find Jiff and OG Burrito. And the res is going to come up. The kill feed is lighting up in red. Astrantia really doing work here. Schmidt in the backlines, though, going to find the Mercy. Alatin going to have to get the long respawn now. And Danny Defeato knows this. They might go aggressive here. Major Nova on that respawn, but he might be able to beat them there. So minute 40 on the clock. I assume that we're going to see Danny Defeato going aggressive here in this push. Here we go. We're going to see their classic little speed down through the tunnel there. Lucio pretty much alone on the point. Wow, on Nilla. Gonna get caught. Here's a Diva Bomb going in the middle. It's actually gonna find Venom Andrew. That's a good 2 return frags. Shatter not quite coming down yet, not quite charged yet, but there's a sound barrier from OG Burrito to try to help Danny DeFito get aggressive here. And here they go. They're gonna try to go do it. Cyclops Destroy on that brig with that rally inside of a Graviton Surges the majority of Astrantia. But they have that sound barrier to help him out on Noah, doing a great job as that Lucio supporting the team and finding a frag onto Major Nova. But Schmidt has other plans here. Fable trying to do some work, but it is really back and forth here. But there's the Dragon Blade being popped from Schmidt. Here we go. Let's see how this plays out. He does find Hopkins, but that might be where it stops. Fable going to trade that back out onto Jif. Here's a Diva coming from the top. Frags in favor of Astrantia. And 30 seconds. Somebody just left the game. We are going to have to get a pause here, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to get a pause. One thing I want to point out, we got 30 seconds left and no ultimates on the side of Danny DeFito. So that's going to be tough for them. Alright, Annington is back in the game. Let's make sure they're back on the team as well. Give them a little bit of time to load in here. Alright, in about 15 seconds, we will see an unpause. There's going to be 30 seconds on the clock for Danny DeFito to get any more progress. They already have 59%, which might even be enough for them to hold. But then again, Astrantia has 4 minutes and 22 seconds. So Danny DeFito are going to want to do as much as they can on this next offensive push to get it done. And I am going to cancel the pause now because I assume I can start this back up. We're going to check out the lobby. Yes, looks that way. Alton back in the game. He is most likely loaded up. And there we go. That team fight is pretty much over here. 25 seconds left on the clock for Danny DeFito to get this. 15 seconds left. They're going to have to get aggressive. They don't really have ults to work with. Diet Bob on this Hanzo. Let's see how he elects to use this Dragon Strike. It could pretty much end the game if he gets this right. Just right from... Did it get eaten? No, it didn't quite get eaten. It does kind of fly through, but it doesn't find any frags. Oh, it did get eaten, rather. Schmidt having a huge defense matrix play onto that Dragon Strike, but it might not be enough to help him out here. Major Nova on that Zarya, still having high charge. TG Dive Bob going to find Venom Andrew. Looks like all frags still for Astrantia. They're winning this point brawl. Couple more kills needed. Lucio, the last one there. OG Burrito doing what he can as that frog on skates. And here comes the Bridget with that rally trying to get some stuff done. And the sound barrier to try to help out the supports from Danny DeFito trying to help the team out here. But Cyclops is going to find 2 actually. Cyclops finds both supports on the side, but Dive Bob tries to trade it out. There's a Diva Bomb, but nobody steps on. Oh, the Diva Bomb clears it. OG Burrito loses his life, and nobody's able to step on the point.
Switching sides. Initiating match.
Alrighty, now 4 minutes and 22 seconds for Astrantia. Pretty much all they got to do is decisively win one team fight. Danny DeFito doing a good job on their first offensive push of that third round. They got 59.4% just by being aggressive and jumping to the point. That might come back to haunt Astrantia. They're probably going to run something aggressive here. I mean, you can see it right now. They got that Lucio. But yeah, I think a lot of it is going to depend on ult economy and how Danny DeFito manages their ultimate usage. Because if they overcommit in a single fight, you know, Astrantia can just throw everything they have back at them in that next fight and cap the point. All they need to do is win a single team fight. Play through choke, possibly get a couple ultimates, and that's all they got to do. But Danny DeFito, I mean, they've been strong through this whole match. They've been strong in these last 2 maps. They've been strong here as well. All they got to do is do it for another 4 minutes and 22 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective.
Here we go. We got a couple pokes being traded back and forth. Schmidt on that Pharah. Gonna try to get as much poke damage in as possible. Pharah on defense. Temple of Anubis. Really powerful, and you can see it right there. TG Diebob already getting caught, and he denies the Mercy Res. What a smart play by Schmidt there. Alton's not going to be able to utilize that Mercy ability, but it looks like interesting play by Astrantia. They still might be pushing this. I'm not really sure what they're doing. They don't have their main damage dealer there, which is the Hanzo. Schmidt going low, but is going to stay alive. Maybe not as the Fire Strike comes through. That's the big break that Astrantia have been looking for now. Now behind this Rhine, but the res comes out. Great job by Cyclops to destroy. And Venom Andrews shuts down this momentum by finding TG Diebob yet again, getting picked twice. He's only 14% to his Dragon Strike here. Schmidt over the top, just doing a ton of work as that Pharah. Already pretty close to that barrage too. Major Nova gonna find Hopkins. Mercy gonna get dropped pretty low there. Alton might not be able to make it out with their live, and Nova is going to make sure that happens. And already a decent amount of ultimates on the side of Danny Defeato, but Fable finds an early pick on Venom Andrew. That's a big pick for them, but it does use the Mercy Resin. Interesting play by the Hanzo. TG Diebob trying to jump in, do some damage. But I think if you're a Astrantia right now, all you're trying to do is build some ultimates up. And you already have the Earth Shatter you might try to use in this fight. If it's big, your team can follow up and get this done. You also have a Sound Barrier. But Venom Andrew finding your main healer with a Venom Mine is not what you wanted. But he gets traded down as Shadow comes down and finds two. Now Hopkins going to go aggressive, and Fable finds another one as that Widowmaker. Fable going to find quite a few frags here. Going to have the Infrasights, going to try to find the Mercy too. He does. Fable finds Cyclops, but a couple kills for Danny DeFeo kind of halt the momentum. He's going to get taken down. OG Brio somehow. Danny DeFeato holds. They win the brawl in the middle despite all the picks that Fable got. The ultimates used by Danny, they didn't use everything that they had either. They used just enough, and it worked perfectly for them. See if we can jump on with Jiff here. He has that Earth Shatter. He is probably going to use it somewhat aggressively. Already getting dropped down to low health though. Venom Andrew winning that Widow duel again though onto Fabled. And here comes a Rocket Barrage in the back, finds the Lucio, and it's a stall. It's a bait, and the Road Dogg getting taken down by that Fire Strike. What a great little ult combination there, but that is all of their ultimates down. Danny DeFeato going to invest everything in that, but it is going to work for them. Now 2 minutes for Astrantia to get it done. They have a couple support ults. Actually, that Valk just finished being used. But yeah, here we go. Something's got to get changed here. Am I allowed to pause this again? I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to pause this. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to or not, but we're just going to go with it. Sorry about this. Alright, Allington is back in the game, so we'll give them a couple seconds to get back in. I'm not really sure what happened there. So yeah, I mean, if you're Astrantia here, you're really going to want to build up all 6 of your ultimates if you can get that done. I mean, you already see they have 2 on that side, but losing their player there. I'm just going to start this back up. I assume they are back in the game. I'm near positive. Yes, Alton is in the game here. We're actually getting a little bit of lag, which is nice, you know. Nothing like a little bit of lag to end out the match here. Alton's still not having a hero select. I'm going to get to the bottom of this, gamers. Going to figure out what's going on here. Literally all I see on my screen are Doritos. Oof. It's unfortunate. Not really sure what is happening here. Figure it out. But only a minute left for this. This won't determine the outcome of the total match, but map count still totally matters in this multi-tier tournament. You know, you want to have the best overall standing you could possibly get, so if you're tied with another team, you want to have more map wins than them. I'll have a timer going here on that strict 7 minutes. So we're gonna hit him with one of these. We'll get you back in a second for the last exciting conclusion of this map. Alright, we are back, and it turns out it was a disconnection, and they're not going to make it back, and that timer is pretty much done here. I have to unpause now. Wow, look at that timing. They're back in here. I assume I have to let them at least load into the game then. I should be allowed to at least let him load, because that seems fair. Alright. I'm going to go for it now. We are back here. In case you're just tuning in, this is pretty much the grand finale here. We got Schmid and Andrew things shooting some stuff, and I personally am having some internet issues. But you got a very split setup from Astrantia. They got their Winston and their Tracer up top, and then they got a couple guys over on the right side. It's going to be tough for them to regroup and get a full push here, but there's no ultimates on any side, so it will be interesting to see how this plays out. I think if Venom Andrew can get an early pick, this match should be in the books for the most part. I mean, they still got one attack here, especially because they're somewhat delaying it. Nobody's really making any moves right here from Astrantia. This is going to be their last fight. Looks like Venom trying to get some shots out, not quite gonna get them as of yet. But here we go, fight's going out. Xyz's maybe getting demeched, but not quite. 15 seconds left for Astrantia to get their 59%. They're gonna probably force it to overtime. Here's a sound barrier to help them do that. Venom Andrew getting the demech on there. Looks like we might see a grab getting popped. Indeed we do. Here we go. Major Nova with 0 charge. Still getting a ton of frags, though. Look at all these kills for Danny Defeato. Schmid gonna get a couple more with the barrage. Tracer's gonna fall too. That's gonna do it. 3-0 is going to be your final score. Danny Defeato is going to take out Astrantia with the clean sweep. The 0-1 team getting the upset over Astrantia, who's previously 1-0, now 1-1. Both these teams